Hello there, my friend. How are you doing today? You see, if you believe in good vibes and love, you have clicked in the right place. And for that, respect, big up, and shout out to yourself. You see here, we believe in making sure that all earthlings are honest with one another. That way they can be forgiving and united as the whole world. Wonderful soul. We shall be reacting together, me and you, to very interesting videos. Videos showing how humans live and believe in different parts of the world. And all this is the intentions of spreading love. You see, I am Y311 H-Man, straight out of Africa. Hey, what's up? With lots of good vibes, kindly hit the like button and rest dive in. Good vibes all the way.
The association of the third eye with light and the ability to see beyond the physical reflects the understanding, even by contemporary science, of the pineal gland's symbolic functionality. Ancient stories tell that human beings possessed an authentic third eye, situated at the back of the head, exercising functions that covered both the physical and spiritual realms. With the passage of time and the evolution of the human species, this eye would have receded, giving rise to what we know today as the pineal gland. Stephen Phillips, a visionary in the study of consciousness, suggests that the vision provided by the third eye has such an acute penetrating capacity that it is able to observe even the tiniest particles, such as quarks, which make up the basic elements of matter. This ability is not limited to a mere biological function, but opens portals to understanding the fundamental composition of the universe. The awakening of the third eye is not just a phenomenon of perceptual expansion or the conquest of new psychic abilities. It is a reunion with the deepest essence of being, a reintegration into the web of life that permeates the entire universe. Here are 10 intriguing signs that your third eye is opening. The first sign of a third eye awakening is often described as a subtle sensation of pressure between the eyebrows, exactly where many spiritual traditions locate this center of intuitive power. This phenomenon, which can vary from a slight tingling to a more pronounced pressure, should not be cause for alarm. On the contrary, it is a positive sign, a call to begin a profound journey of self-knowledge and expansion of consciousness. This indication is more than just a physical event. It is a warning to venture beyond the conventional limits of perception and understanding. As soon as this pressure is felt, it can be seen as a gentle whisper from the universe, encouraging you to open up to new dimensions of knowing and being. This is the awakening of the third eye, the beginning of a spiritual journey that promises to lead to a deeper understanding of both the inner self and the vast world around us. Accepting this sign with an open mind and a receptive heart is essential, as it marks the beginning of a profound transformation in your spiritual life. This phenomenon symbolizes the preparation to explore wider realities and access a wisdom that transcends ordinary sensory experience. It is a moment of celebration, a step towards developing a sensitivity that will allow you to perceive the world in a richer and deeper way. Look upon this initial experience as the turning on of a new light in your journey, illuminating paths that were hidden until then, and revealing truths that are waiting to be discovered. It is a unique opportunity to grow, learn, and evolve, fully embracing the unlimited potential that resides within you. This is just the beginning of a spiritual adventure that promises to transform your perception of reality, opening doors to esoteric knowledge and divine connection. The second clue is the experience of frequent headaches. This can be a strong indication that the process of activating your third eye is underway. At first, these pains may seem mild and sporadic, but it is common for both the intensity and frequency of these pains to increase over time. This situation occurs as the Kundalini energy rises and accumulates around the area of the pineal gland, a central point in the discussion about the third eye and its physical and spiritual manifestations. For those going through this stage, the practice of meditation and techniques such as Reiki can offer significant relief, helping to balance and harmonize internal energies. In addition to these practices, Adopting a healthy lifestyle, including adequate hydration, restful sleep, and breathing exercises, can help minimize the discomfort associated with this awakening process. Despite the discomfort that headaches can represent, it is essential to recognize them as an integral part of the process of spiritual transformation and awakening. These symptoms are evidence that you are going through an important phase of personal growth and expansion of consciousness. So instead of seeing them only as a source of discomfort, they can be interpreted as significant milestones in your journey of self-knowledge and spiritual evolution. When facing these headaches, try to see them in a different light, as signs that you are moving forward on your spiritual path. Accepting and understanding this process can not only help you to cope better with these symptoms, but also to fully embrace the profound changes that are taking place in your life, preparing you to explore new dimensions of existence with an expanded perception and understanding.
Man, have you experienced any of those signs?
Y'all, it's getting real. I found my spot. I'm out here grounding. The sun is literally right above me. I'm in Ohio. It begins to eclipse in about an hour. So I just wanted to make this video because I need y'all, the ancestors need y'all, the source needs y'all to know what we're looking at before it happens. Like, y'all have to know what's truly about to happen before it happens, okay? So first and foremost, the biggest misconception that a lot of people have about this eclipse that we're about to see is that we're going to be seeing the moon passing in front of the sun. This is not at all true. I already explained this in the first video that I made about what the eclipse really is, but we have more than one sun in this atmosphere with us. Y'all have to understand that. It doesn't show itself often, but it does show itself, and it is attached to spiritual advancement and evolution as this planet. Because I told y'all that this planet has a consciousness. I told y'all that this planet is alive. This is why we call it Mother Earth, that this planet helps us heal, and we're supposed to help the planet heal as well by collectively healing ourselves. So this is what this is all about. We're about to see the Mother Earth's shadow self be revealed to us, like Mother Earth's light self is always revealed to us in the sky. That's what we see all the time, is the regular sun, right? What we're about to be seeing is this black sun that is coming in front of the white sun. Is different this time because it's in totality. So this will be not just a little glimpse of the black sun, not just a little reflection, you know, a little part of the black sun, but the whole entire sun is going to be covered at this time. So this is why this is a very powerful time to manifest. It's a very powerful time and a magical time to be alive. It's very spiritual, it's very energetic, and this is what they don't want you to know. So the moon is not passing in front of the sun. I just want everybody to know that. This is something that you must know, especially those of you who are melanated, carbonated beings. Y'all have to know we are children of the sun. Y'all have to understand where this whole terminology derives from. What we're about to witness today is a solar eclipse, not a lunar eclipse. Lunar is pertaining to the moon, solar is pertaining to the sun. This is how they throw y'all off. We have to stop believing what NASA tells you. You have to stop believing what we're taught. We have to stop believing what the media is telling you about these natural events. This is why it's important that we get connected to nature ourselves so that we can truly feel when something is about to happen, and then we can be in alignment to receive the best manifestation and experience from what it is that we experience. You get what I'm saying? You have to get yourself in alignment with these type of energies. They want to keep us out of alignment with these energies. This is why it's been super cold pertaining up to this day. It was just snowing and hailing the other day. Now it's perfectly warm outside and this eclipse is about to happen. And they know that they can't stop it. So they've done everything and they're continuing to do everything, even including using reverse psychology to tell people not to go look at the sun. But if you go get the glasses, you can look at the sun. And you can take it off for certain parts of the eclipse, but you must wear them in other parts of the eclipse. They're playing with y'all ignorance. They're playing with your intelligence is what they're doing. They don't think that you're smart enough to think for yourselves. And so they think for you and they tell you what to do because they don't want you to think for yourself. But if you really truly connect to nature, connect to yourself, you will know what you're supposed to do in these times. You understand? So the black sun is here to help us. It's not something that we should fear. It's not something that we should be afraid of, okay? This is something that's been happening here in this realm for centuries since it began. And this is something that's going to continue to happen as the evolution process, which is life, continues to happen. So this is just something that's completely natural. However, it's very rare to be alive to actually experience one of these risings of the black sun in totality. You understand? Now, it is a solar eclipse, meaning that it is a eclipse that's dealing with the sun. You know what I'm saying? There's no moon that's in this. You know what I'm saying? This is just something that they said so that you don't know that there's two suns, so that you don't think that there's two suns. And even in the Bible, they're not going to tell you that there's two suns, because of course they don't want you to know the truth about this stuff. But they will say in the Bible, the son of righteousness, right? Son of righteousness. Son and son is not the same thing for no reason. Y'all gotta know. Y'all have to be able to truly decipher the word, not just read the word, not just know what the word says, not just memorize the word, but decipher, which means deeply understand, break down, simplify that word, and pull the truth out of what it is that you're truly reading. Okay, which is not easy for people to do if they don't open up their consciousness and connect to their higher selves, and they know that, which is why they make the Bible, to keep people having blind faith and just not knowing what it truly is that they're believing in and serving. Some of y'all might have heard about the black sun, and it is also referred to as Nemesis. And this black sun is also referred to as the destroyer, but it's not going to destroy anything that is purified. It is coming to destroy all the impurities. It's coming to destroy all the things that are toxic to this planet. It's coming to destroy all the things that are not meant to be on this planet, to sustain life here on this planet anymore. It's coming to destroy all of the evil, the things that are not pure, the things that are not righteous, the things that are not of love, the things that are not meant to be here. That's what it's coming to destroy. So we shouldn't have any fear. They are going to have some fear, but we shouldn't have any fear. And this is why they're trying to instill fear into us, so that they can continue to have an energy source and sustain life here, because they feed off of our fear. But we shouldn't have any fear. This is coming to purify. This is coming to cleanse the Mother Earth. You feel what I'm saying? This is why it's very important for alchemists to get out here, transmute all the dark energy, every dark thing that we have been through, all the dark ages that we have been through. It's time to take all those dark ages, because we're now transcending to the golden ages. So it's time to take all of that energy, all of those things in your consciousness that are negative, that are tied to negative programming, that are tied to division, that are tied to racism, that are tied to hurt, that are tied to pain, tied to trauma, tied to killing, tied to death, tied to anything negative that is not pure, that is not love, that is not, healing and happiness. Anything that's not pure, tied to those pure emotions and energy, we have to let it go. That's what's happening. This is why the book of Revelations is happening. Everything is being revealed to us here, so that we can truly serve the light the way that we all want to, and that we all thought that we were, but we were not truly serving the light. And that's why the light wasn't manifesting here on this planet. But now it's truly time for that to come. It's truly time for Christ to be here. It's truly time for us to awaken and be the gods and goddesses that we were designed to be. And yes, we have to put work into that. It's not just going to fall out of the sky. We have to put the work into it to align with the planet's frequency. But this whole entire planet's frequency is going to shift. And that is what this big thing is all about. This is why they don't want this big shift to happen, which is why they're trying to instill as much fear as they can around this eclipse, so that it doesn't manifest. But it's already written, baby. The steppers are here, baby. What's going to happen is going to happen. And if you know who you are, then you know who you are. It's our time to shine. It's our time to rise and make these decisions for the collective consciousness. Ashe, ashe. And this is going to be something that manifests over time. So as I'm saying that, the black sun, aka Nemesis, is coming, to destroy and purify after the destruction. This is not something that's going to happen right now. It's not something that was going to happen and we're just going to see it. It's not something that's going to happen, and like when we see the black sun, all of a sudden things just start getting destroyed and crumbling around us. No. But if you start to see more things being destroyed, if you start like that bridge that just fell, shit like that, if you start to hear about more things, that huge earthquake that just happened in New York, stuff like that, natural disasters and occurrences, they're going to be tied to this black sun that we're seeing today. That's what I mean. It's all energetic. You understand that? We have to set the intention that we're ready to heal as well, so that's what this new surge of energy is going to be bringing. The new reality is going to be manifesting here. A new reality, it takes time for that to manifest. It doesn't just happen in a blink of an eye. It doesn't just happen overnight. You understand? So this is going to take time for everything to, for you to be able to feel this and experience this, but you need to be aware of what this is bringing and what changes that are going to be made in this planet. It's a change for the greater good of us, for the greater good of humanity. It's finally time for us, we the people. You know how the government's saying, we the people, for the people. It's time for us to really have our reign here and be as abundant and peaceful and full of love and, all the things that one would consider their heaven to be. No fear, no hate, no, evil. That's what's going to be here. That's what's going to manifest here. It's going to take time, but that's what's going to manifest here. And this is the beginning staple of that. Ashe. More fun fact about Nemesis is she orbits Nibiru. Okay? So this is something that y'all need to know. The home planet, where the Anunnaki, the 9 ether beings and above, where they come from. Okay? So this is why they don't want us to know about the black sun, because then we're going to know about Nibiru, and then we're going to know about our roots, and then we're going to know that we're truly gods and goddesses, and then we're going to know our power, and we're going to know. And this is what they don't want to happen. You know what I'm saying? It was all a part of their matrix. So, we can't believe that this eclipse is truly the moon passing in front of the sun. Like, spirit just won't allow that. Y'all have to know the truth about what this is. This is the rising of the black sun. Put some respect on this name, because this is really coming to cleanse and help all of humanity, okay? So respect it and honor it and work with it as it's working with us for the greater good of us. Ashe? Ashe, namaste. A lot of people have a bad taste in their mouth, or a negative association or connotation with the Anunnaki because they are believed to be fallen angels. But y'all have to really understand what that even means. A lot of people just put a negative or evil energy attached to a fallen angel. But a fallen angel just means that you are an angel that has fallen down into this physical realm. And it's dimensionally and spiritually that we have fallen. And the only reason that we have fallen is because the ego. See, being in this realm and having the knowledge of self, it's a very thin line to walk. It's hard to be righteous for all. And it's very easy to be righteous for self. And that's what a lot of people tend to do. It's a harder job to do what's right in front of everybody because you always have that temptation that you have to fight to just do what's right for yourself. And that's what it's all about. That's what the sacrifice is all about. That's what you get.
Yo, man, what a this? Please leave your thoughts on that.
Anyone on Earth can ever hold. It's also the furthest away from Earth that anything on this planet is ever going to be, likely. It's a section of meteorite discovered in South America in 1776. And it was then given in the early years of the 19th century to where I am now, which is I'm in the archive section of the Royal Institution, founded in the 1790s, and it's always been in educational purposes. This is 4.5 billion years old, and it's made of iron mixed with, what's the other chemical? Nickel. And it's, because it's that combination, it's almost certainly from the heart of a planet that's obviously been broken up and destroyed in some stellar process. And people also believe, someone from NASA told the people here, that this does not come from our galaxy. So just imagine this object, so old and so far away, and it's in my hands. I'm not allowed to take it away, sadly. It's in the archive section here at the Royal Institution. Many more videos about the incredible collection here to come.
Oh man, Min Caveman had all that knowledge.
This is a very important video that you should not skip, because I am teaching you something that you can do right now after you watch this video. So make sure you save this video and share with people who you care about, and you can use this magic. You don't need to be a disciple to use this magic, okay? You don't need to be in our sect, because this magic is like something that anyone can do, okay? Now, you are using a power source, which is your own spiritual planetary body, your Yun San, okay? That's your own life resources. And you're using this to transform it into the God of wealth. Like you're making this God yourself and then manifesting the power to help you with things in life. So before I get into the method, let's sit down and take a look at what the God of wealth is about, okay? Quickly. So today is the 5 ways God of wealth anniversary. And basically this is like 5 gods of wealth in our lineage, right? So it's not yours, it's in our lineage that is responsible for giving you empowerment for the 5 elements energies that help you to do things better in life. But because you are not a disciple yet, you cannot use the God in our lineage. However, the gods here are very generous. They say, well, let's teach you guys to use your own life force to make the same profile God, so you can use it right now. So if you want to get like stronger, more help, stronger help, or even learn more about these things, you can come to us and get ordained and learn from us. So 5 gods of wealth quickly. Gold, right? Gold, water, wood, fire, earth. 5 elements energy. You have 5 different colors that correspond to these 5 elements. Okay, I'll go by the elements and explain the colors and their purpose. Gold element. Make note. gold element, white, god of wealth. Okay, white face. We saw white face or white energy. Okay, white god of wealth. Gold face god of wealth help you to focus, to like align and focus yourself for something so you don't get distracted. Imagine today I am supposed to go to grocery shopping, and then suddenly I have things pop up, my friend call, and so on. So many things, and at the end of the day, I cannot even buy my grocery. That happened a lot to you, right? Because you got distracted. Or maybe your kid, you set your kid to study and he always like get distracted. You want more power to stay focused on something, right? Then you need this god of wealth. So the next one is water, black god of wealth, water. It helps you to put down your time, okay? To stay committed. Now you can focus, but you need to commit to things, right? Hey, put down your time. And also, you will have ideas and inspiration raining down to you. So if you're like out of ideas, you need more ideas, more creativity. You need this God. Okay, you're like pulling down the potentials from the above to here. So you have more vision, more like you can see more different ways of doing things, right? Okay, grabbing the ingredients. The next one is the wood god of wealth, which is green. Okay, god of wealth. This one, the green one, helps you to stay motivated, helps you to think and ponder, break down information, and basically you can kind of say the brain power of things, the inner energies, right? Getting you hype. Okay, so you're motivated, you're energized, you have like, the drive to keep going, and you feel happy about doing things. Also speed you up as well. Okay, now the next one, red, fire god of wealth. This one helps you to physically execute. So if you're the type who are like, oh, I've been thinking about writing a book, I have a business idea, but end up like 4 year, 5 year, you still cannot do it. Like physically, nothing's being done. Okay, that's the god of wealth you already need. Whenever you're like physically doing something, you need this god of wealth to help you to physically do the right thing, do it nicely, and so on. Anything about physical execution, the fire god of wealth. The last one is the yellow, which is the earth element. Okay, yellow god of wealth. This one helps you to grab the fruit after you're done. So it's like, oh, I did so many work for my client and I cannot get my money. It's crazy, right? Like some people actually will order food, they go for the drive-through, right? They order it, they paid it, and then it's like the food is coming, but they drove off and they forgot the food. Okay? Or sometimes it's like you always do things, invest your time in things, but it results in nothing coming back and nothing's actually working. You need this god of wealth. Savings, getting like securing your success, like you did work and then someone else steal your work, right? That's like not good. So you need the yellow god of wealth for doing this kind of empowerment. Now, you choose which god of wealth you want, then you can use this magic right now to help you. So, okay, left hand, right hand, combine like this. Okay, your right side pinky is outside, okay, like this. Okay, this hand sign right here is the channeling hand sign. You're connecting to the god of wealth that you're creating, right? So you're here at the heart level between the two nipples. Okay, you close your eyes and you inside, right, in your mind, you talk, don't use the mouth. Okay, you're going to call up the god of wealth. So you call god of wealth, like just an intention, and then stomp your left foot. And as you stomp your left foot, you do this, shake it. Okay, it's like ringing a bell, right? So god of wealth, go like that. Just call up the 5 ways god of wealth, right? And then you pull up here, close your eyes, and now you visualize the color that corresponds to the god of wealth that you want. For example, the green, the wood element. Okay, I need thinking power. So I think of the green god of wealth right here. Now you stomp the left foot again, and then shake again. Okay, so you invoke the god right here. Now you bring it back down here, right? And, oh, sorry, by the way, when you're here, you should also have the intention of what kind of help you want from this god. So you don't have to really talk and talk and talk. Intention is like, I know why I am doing it. That's enough, okay? You don't need to like tell the whole story. You don't, okay? Right here. After you're done, hold down here, okay? And then you open your eyes, stomp the right foot, 1, 2, 3 times, ha, like this, and then like this. This one is like the thumb, second, third finger touching, okay? Making like a circle facing the outside, and then you go, ha, right? Ha is like the color blast out and then become like the whole area is that color, okay? This way, you channel into your own life force, okay? You create and transform this power into a God of wealth, and then you combust that thing and make the energy like fly out everywhere. And now you're inside that color, inside that energy, and being empowered. Okay, I repeat fast right here one more time quickly. So right here, right, call up the God of wealth, left foot 1 time. Shake, okay, bring up here, visualize the color with the intention of whatever. Okay, stomp the left foot again, shake. Okay, bring it down. Okay, right foot 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and then clap. Ha! Okay, when you go like that, you can also stomp the right foot at the same time. Ha! Okay, now the power from that God of wealth is all around you and empowering you while you do your whatever things. Okay, so everyone, if you want to learn more or get ordained, you can go to our website, teenadragon.com. I'll see you in the next video.
Oh, clearly different earthlings have different
I
beliefs
don't
across the
understand
whole
what baking
world.
soda really is. I know it's a chemical, but like, what is it?
Baking soda, or as it's properly known, sodium bicarbonate, is a salt of sodium cations and the bicarbonate anion, which is this molecule that has a carbon atom attached to 3 oxygen atoms, and one of those oxygen atoms has a proton. And both of these parts are important. The sodium kind of makes it such that it's really not harmful, but the bicarbonate anion is what's special because it's both an acid and a base at the same time, what we in the business call amphoteric. Sodium bicarbonate also decomposes pretty easily into relatively harmless byproducts, namely carbon dioxide and water. For that reason, it can be used for certain other purposes, like in firefighting and baking and pyrotechnics too, apparently. We didn't know about its chemical properties until fairly recently, but it's been used since ancient times because it occurs as one of 3 minerals, natron, trona, and nacolite, each of which have differing amounts of sodium bicarbonate and other things in it. The Egyptians are frequently credited with recording and using natron extensively for a lot of the same things we use it for: cleaning, toothbrushing, food preserving. They use it in the mummification process, and their records are thought to be how it spread further through the ancient world. But nobody really knew what it was until roughly 1801, when Valentin Rose the Younger is credited with discovering what sodium bicarbonate is. Not really sure anything beyond that. 60 years later, Ernst Solvay is the chemist who's credited with developing the Solvay process, wherein you can make sodium bicarbonate from a mixture of salt water, ammonia, and carbon dioxide gas that you bubble through it. So the Solvay process was pretty great because it allows for the production of sodium bicarbonate in places where you can't mine it. With the development of better mining technologies and new sites to mine it from, we don't need the Solvay process primarily, and thus we do mine a fair amount of it now. It's not mined like how other minerals are mined because it's not formed how other minerals are formed. And this has to do a lot with the chemistry of sodium bicarbonate and carbonates in general. When you have water just sitting out, say in a freshwater lake, if there's carbon dioxide in the air above that water, the carbon dioxide will dissolve in that water. And when it does this, eventually it will make carbonic acid or bicarbonates. Now, as that lake then dries up over hundreds of thousands of years, all those carbonates and bicarbonates that were in that water stay in that water and eventually become the minerals trona, natron, or nacolite that get mined for their bicarbonate. Once these minerals are mined, depending upon which one it is, it goes through various types of purification processes, sometimes involving selective recrystallization, sometimes involving centrifugation and precipitation, depending upon the mineral and the grade. But at the end of it, you end up with pretty pure sodium bicarbonate. And while it's pretty easy to appreciate a lot of the uses of baking soda just from using it to do a lot of the things that it does. Understanding why it does what it does, well, that's just fun, and that's probably why you're here. So there are two things here: the amphoteric nature, the fact that it's both an acid and a base at the same time, and that it can decompose pretty easily into things that aren't that harmful. So the first part, the acid-base nature, that's part of where the odor neutralizing comes from. A lot of things that have odors are either acid sensitive or base sensitive. And in the presence of enough base or acid, these molecules will undergo acid-base reactions. Once that occurs, well, it's a chemical reaction. It's a whole other molecule now. And a lot of times, it doesn't have a smell anymore. The fact that it's also a base at the same time is why you can use it as an antacid, because the bicarbonate will react with the acid in your stomach, which is a stronger acid than the bicarbonate, to neutralize it and turn it into carbon dioxide and water. And this helps to kind of calm and relax and relieve some stomach distress and issues that are caused by a buildup of too much acid. The cleaning is another thing that comes out of it being an acid and a base at the same time, because some stains and some things that get stuck to our clothes or to surfaces in general are easier to remove if you can react them with a mild acid. Think cleaning with vinegar. Or if you can react them with a mild base. Again, baking soda. Do not use them at the same time. No. In fact, to a certain degree, using baking soda by itself is kind of like using an acid and a base at the same time, which gets me to the other thing that it's really good at: decomposing into more or less harmless things. Baking soda, if you heat it to just around 80 to 100 degrees Celsius, it starts to react with itself because, again, it is an acid and a base at the same time. And when it does this, it turns into washing soda, which is sodium carbonate, as well as a molecule of carbon dioxide and a molecule of water. This thermal decomposition of sodium bicarbonate is also why you can use it to fight fires. Because if you take baking soda and you put it on a relatively small fire, what happens is the heat from the fire starts turning that baking soda, that sodium bicarbonate, into carbon dioxide and water, but also sodium carbonate, which itself doesn't really melt and helps to smother the fire simply by being present, in addition to the carbon dioxide that's being produced, which helps to get rid of the oxygen, and the water that's being produced, which helps to absorb some of the heat. So in short, baking soda is an amphoteric salt that decomposes under relatively mild conditions into mostly innocuous things. Yeah, here you are. That's what it is. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you found it interesting. Appreciate it if you hit that like button. Until next time, Skim Thug.
Yo, man. Yo. Chemistry is interesting. Not this stuff, man. You see, like that stuff that guy was talking about, sodium or whatever carbonate. It looks like some clear definition of hot and sweet at the same time. You see? Like you wonderful drinks. You see, there's this thing with the pineapple that you had once had somewhere. That people say, in life, you should take the qualities of a pineapple. You see, at times it appears rough on the outside, but on the inside it's sweet and full of good vibes. You see, good people of earth, judging people because of how they look or how they appear is not right at all. What's really on the inside in the heart is what matters. It's why we spread love here and wish that all earthlings can help us in doing so and uniting, being forgiving and full of honesty. That way we can do incredible stuff on this world. You see, respect to yourself for watching up to this far. Like always, leave your comments there and hit the like button. For the newcomers, man, much love to yourself. This is the place to be, the good vibes place. Lots of love, man. Bye bye. Till next time. Peace and love be with you. We are out.